outskirts of Madrid. We see there at the top of your screen, Toni Kroos. He was suspended, of course, for Tuesday's game against Getafe, for having picked up his 5th yellow card in the season. He'll be back for tomorrow's game against Valencia. The Valencia side who really have been struggling on the road, having just won 2 of their last 22 games away from Mestalla. It's not a promising record for them, but a very good sign from a Real Madrid point of view. As usual, the players here in these live images, warming up in the form of a rondo, a piggy in the middle exercise. Before we went live here, always some injury prevention drills, some stretching that goes on. Of course, the very taxing season makes it more important than ever that these players are limbered up, ready to go, and just to minimize the risk of picking up knocks, picking up little niggles, picking up muscular injuries that have really torn this side apart. A lot of absentees for Real Madrid, but the last 2 games they've managed brilliantly without them. 8 or 9 absentees against both Huesca and Getafe, but Zinedine Zidane's side, as resilient as ever, came away with all 3 points on both occasions. Of course, Huesca beaten away in Aragon 2-1 on Saturday, and then Tuesday night a brilliant performance in the second half from the team to beat local rivals Getafe 2-0. The injuries for Real Madrid are Eden Hazard, of course, and Sergio Ramos. Rodrygo, who has been training on the pitch already, he's back on the pitch, as we see here. Lucas Vázquez there in the middle with Victor Chust. Vázquez has been out for a few games now, but he, as you can see, moving well. He's training with the team, and let's hear later from Zinedine Zidane in the press conference, which you'll be able to watch here live on Real Madrid TV as well, whether Vázquez will be available for selection for Sunday's game. You see as well there Dani Carvajal just touching the ball there. He has been injured as well. Still a doubt, as is Vázquez. We'll hear from Zinedine Zidane later whether he'll be fit to play. Would be a huge boost, of course, as is the return, as I said, of Toni Kroos back from suspension. The only other doubt, Eder Militao, was of course suspended for the Getafe game as well as the Huesca game, following his red card against Levante. He is back. It is also a doubt for tomorrow's game. Confirmed injuries: Fede still not fit, as I said, Eden Hazard and Sergio Ramos. Odriozola as well started against Huesca, but was subbed off with an injury, and Marcelo played brilliantly against Getafe on Tuesday, wearing the captain's armband, playing in sort of a new left mid slash left centre mid role. He unfortunately picked up a knock and will not be available on Sunday. Marcelo really kind of reinventing himself, a vintage Marcelo performance going forward at least, creating everything on that left flank. Setting up, of course, the second goal on the evening for Ferland Mendy, who's at the top of your picture there. He scored his first goal of the season, his 2nd overall for Real Madrid. His first coming, of course, last season against Granada. And the opponents, Valencia, let's talk a little bit about them. As I said, their away record is truly woeful, winning just 2 in their last 22 away from the Mestalla, but they too have a few bajas, as they say in Spanish, a few injuries. Denis Cheryshev, of course, former Real Madrid player, he is injured. Edukim Mangala will miss the action, as does Mukhtar Diakabi, and Hugo Guillamon is suspended, the young defender. And let's take you through the rest of the La Liga fixtures for this weekend. Last night, Friday night, Celta Vigo beat Elche 3-1. Santi Mina on the double, and Bryce Mendes with the 3rd goal. Emiliano Rigoni scored the consolation goal for Elche. Celta up to 9th place now. Today, Granada hosts league leaders Atletico Madrid. Certainly one to keep an eye on for Real Madrid fans. If Atletico drop points, Real Madrid with a win tomorrow could move in closer to the league leaders. Later on today, Sevilla host Huesca. Eibar play Valladolid at Ipurua, and Barcelona this evening host Deportivo Alaves. And then on Sunday, the early kickoff is Getafe against Real Sociedad. Then Real Madrid at 4:15 local time here at the Estadio Alfredo Di Stefano Sunday afternoon. And as you can see, a lot of youngsters from Real Madrid Castilla joining the team here, partly because of the many injuries you saw in the other circle, like of César Gelabert from Castilla. Joining here, you see Sergio Arribas there on the right, Victor Chust, the Real Madrid Castilla captain, here on the ball with the yellow boots. He made his La Liga debut against Getafe, came on for the final 10 minutes or so. He, after the game, said he was just proud and happy and just glad his hard work had finally paid off. All those years he spent in La Fábrica. Both him and Sergio Arribas, who was next to him there, in their 9th season at La Fábrica. There you see Dani Carvajal. Will he be available for selection tomorrow? Certainly does look fit. But let's hear from Zinedine Zidane. He, of course, will not want to risk anything with the packed fixture list. It has been all of this season. Of course, with Odriozola out, with Lucas Vázquez also still recovering from injury. He's training, as you see there as well. Not a lot of right-back options for Real Madrid, so either one of the two coming back would be a huge boost for Zinedine Zidane. One of the main reasons Zidane opted for a 3 at the back formation against Getafe, something he really rarely does, was because of his lack of options at fullback, you would imagine. Young Marvin Park, who's not training with the first team today, he made his full debut, or actually there he is at the bottom there. Here on the ball now, young Marvin, 20-year-old, made his first start for Real Madrid. He, of course, had made a few appearances already for the club. His debut coming against Real Sociedad early in the season. Same with Sergio Arribas, who Arribas has Champions League minutes as well for Real Madrid, if you forgot. And Marvin getting his first starts for the club. Definitely an unforgettable moment for him. If you're joining us now, these are live pictures from Real Madrid City in Valdebebas. Real Madrid's final training session before hosting Valencia on Sunday afternoon in La Liga. Of course, Valencia and Real Madrid, two of Spain's most historic clubs, and I'm sure every Madridista will remember they once faced each other in the Champions League final in the year 2000. If you know that, you probably know as well that Real Madrid won that game 3-0 to win their 8th Champions League. Goals from Fernando Morientes, Raúl, and Steve McManaman on the day. It's a little bit more about Valencia now. Carlos Soler is the man to look out for Los Che. The 23-year-old is both the top scorer and top provider for Valencia. He has 6 goals and 5 assists for scoring a hat-trick of penalties. Hat-trick of very controversial penalties, I must add, against Real Madrid earlier this season. He really is the creative hub and the main danger man for Valencia. You could say the same for Real Madrid about Karim Benzema, who is Madrid's top scorer and top provider in the Liga with 11 goals and 5 assists. He added to his tally against Getafe, adding in Vinicius cross. Very well indeed. Later today, at about 1 p.m. local time, you'll hear from Zinedine Zidane, his press conference. There he is, Zinedine Zidane. You'll hear his thoughts ahead of Valencia. You'll hear undoubtedly whether the likes of Lucas Vázquez and Dani Carvajal will be up for selection or not. Of course, we'll be happy with any player coming out of the medical bay and being back up. Any player coming out of the medical bay and being back up for selection. But at the same time, he has to play the long game, and he knows that better than anyone. You can't rush people back, risk long-term injuries. He has to lean on his full squad. He's been known to do that, Zinedine Zidane. One of the famous things about that 16-17 La Liga title, and the same last season is just the amount that Zidane rotated, the amount Zidane trusts squad players that normally you wouldn't think would start every game. Sometimes rotating 9 or 10 players in that 16-17 season. And that kind of thing does really pay off in times like these. We have to rely a little bit more on rotation players. They'll have a little bit more rhythm, a little bit more confidence. They know they have the manager's backing. If you're joining us now, live images from Real Madrid City. On pitches 1 and 2 here in Valdebebas. It's Real Madrid's final training session before hosting Valencia on Sunday afternoon at 4:15 at the Estadio Fede de Stefano. Just a little bit later today, we'll also be live for Zinedine Zidane's press conference. He'll be sharing his thoughts and his insights after the second consecutive La Liga victory for Real Madrid against Getafe, and of course ahead of hosting Valencia, who are not doing well, even though